What's up, everybody? Welcome back to The Perfect Bag. You're gonna have to excuse some audio difficulties today because no mic. My mic wasn't working this morning, but I'm still shooting videos. It's gotta happen. The show must go on. So please excuse the rudimentary audio. I'm using the camera's audio only, but hopefully it still works out and you still enjoy this video because we're talking about something we don't talk about a lot on this channel, a different type of bag. That's right, we're talking carry-ons. We're talking roller bags. Now this thing, this is my forever, had it for a million years roll-on bag from Kenneth Cole. So it's a Kenneth Cole reaction bag. It's been through the war, still kind of works, but I've never really loved using it. And I've owned it for a long time. I got it cheap at TJ Maxx for like $39. And, you know, I've gotten my money's worth out of it, but I've never really enjoyed the experience of using it. It's just okay. It's hard shell, which I find to be indispensable. I've had a couple of softer shell bits of luggage, but the hard shell is what I really enjoy. So I got thinking, is there anything better out there in terms of a roller bag carry-on that I could be looking into? Immediately, when I started Googling best carry-on, best roller hard shell suitcases, I found lots of options. Now, those lots of options came with a crazy price tag. I saw $2,500 roller suitcases. I also saw some roller suitcases that you could turn into little mopeds and ride around the airport. But it's not really what I was looking for. I was looking for, could I find something that didn't break the bank compared to these $2,000 suitcases, but also wasn't, you know, the TJ Maxx, Amazon, Kohl's special, that I wanted something that looked good when I was rocking through the airport and that I enjoyed to look at while I was traveling, something that would keep my gear safe and that wasn't going to bust and break on me after a year or so of use. So I did land on something that I like, and I'd like to show it to you today. It's not this one. This one, by the way, not bad. Man, it really shows its scuffs. It is a little small for my taste and no real organization inside the bag. What did I land on? I landed on a brand called Level8. And this brand is kind of, I'd call it mid-tier price point. It's not the cheapy Amazon stuff, but it's also not the really expensive, crazy stuff. So I want to show you the bag that I've been testing from Level8 for the last couple of months. Here you go. This is the 20-inch Voyager bag from Level8. And I've got to say, it looks really good. And if you listen to this, we've got some funky little wheels down here that have rivets out of them and divots out of them and tears in them. And these wheels, double wheels, much smoother. Cool looking wheels too with this little 8 pattern on them. But there's a lot going on that I really enjoy about the look and feel of this bag, starting with the price. This is going to run you about $250. Sell it over at Level8's website, link in the video description. I've really enjoyed using this bag. So a matte black color. There's also a yellow colorway, which is really baller. But a couple of features that I want to get into, because you know what we do on this channel? We do one-take bag reviews. So we're going to do an exterior and interior walkthrough of a suitcase. First time ever on this channel, I think. I've done one, I guess, carry-on bag from Maxpedition a long time ago. Yeah. But we're going to get into our first traditional hard case suitcase. And we're going to do an exterior walkthrough, an interior walkthrough, and then two things that I love about the bag, two things not so much, and then an overall recommendation. Who might this be the perfect bag for? So again, this is the Voyager from Level 8, but when I reached out to the good folks at Level 8, I also got to test this. Ooh. So we're going to get into this one here in just a little bit, but I did want to show you both of these suitcases. I've been traveling all over with these suitcases, and I've had a really good experience, and I'm excited to talk to you about kind of the features of both models. So we'll set this friend to the side for a minute. Hard to do, right? What a tank, what a beast. All right, we'll set this to the side. So getting into the Voyager. Right away on the exterior of this bag, you notice that it is really well constructed. It's also a little bit lighter even than my Kenneth Cole bags because it's hard shell, but it's not super insane hard shell. And what I mean by that, like this thing is like thick as heck. This one feels a little bit more, it's not carbon fiber, but a little bit more carbon fiber-y, if you know what I mean. But really well constructed, nice texture to the bag. And then the second thing you notice is this. That's right. It has an insanely big handle on it. And when I first looked at this bag, I said, well, that's unusual. And then I said, well, is that good? Because most of my bags that have luggage pass-through all of a sudden don't work with this bag. And I don't know if I like that. Why did they do that? And then it occurred to me that one of the most frustrating things about this bag is that once I open it up, half the bag has these big giant ridges running down the middle of it for the handle to disappear into. And so what this does is it moves those luggage bump, the handle bump ridges to the outside of the bag, which means the entire inside of the bag, both halves of the bag, are completely flat. Awesome. And then I discovered that every backpack I own works actually with this handle because you just turn the backpack on its side and run the straps through the handle and the straps become the luggage pass-through and you've got no issue. Fascinating, interesting idea. I love outside of the box thinking. Got a nice nice rubberized grab handle on the side here. And then on the top, you have a nice rubberized grab handle and you have a lock. So you can set this lock and there's a key, but there's also a combination code. I've just got it set to the default of 000, but then you pop that and your zippers come open. And you're into the bag. Now, into the bag, let me show you. Both sides have covers to keep things isolated and secure. And I think to show you the guts of the bag, we've got to get into camera number 2. So come on, y'all, camera number 2. All right, here it is, camera number 2. And I think you can see pretty much all of the bag. But let's get the up close and personal with the outside first, really quick, just to show you. So you can see we are starting to see a little bit of scuffing on the outside of the suitcase. Nothing crazy. There's the minimal Level 8 logo. I think it looks kind of cool. And you can see these wheels. So, nice suitcase. Very functional. I'll show you the handle here in just a minute. But I really did enjoy the organization inside this case. So on this side, what do we have? Well, we'll unzip here. And we have a really wide main compartment. Now this is what I was telling you about. There's no ridges. There's ridges right here, you can see, for the handle, but nothing in the middle of the bag. Just totally, completely flat space. gives you more volume in a smaller space. So I did really enjoy that. And then you've got a stretchy mesh cover, which is a very great function to have. On this side, you've got 2 pockets. I've tossed in my little Apple doohickey charger for my Apple Watch and my AirPods and my phone. Great little travel device. Pop it on the nightstand. No issues with travel power. And then a little mesh for, you can toss toothpaste, anything that is FAA approved in here. And then on this side, another just big giant cavernous space, because this is the front of the bag. And then this is my DOP kit right now, and it's from Evergoods. It's just a packing cube that I have found works really well as a DOP kit. All right, so you can see that this suitcase just has 2 big cavernous sides to it, and then it's got a little bit of organization. And then you can see that the killer differentiator and app on this, and by the way, it has little legs, so you can stand it on its side or on its back without scuffing the back of the case up. But this really is the killer app of the suitcase. It's the differentiator between this case and other cases, and I found it to be a very useful thing. And it also made the suitcase a little bit easier to control and navigate, and you could tug it with 2 hands if you wanted to, or 1 hand behind you. Yeah, very easy to control, very easy to use suitcase. So this is the Voyager from Level 8. Now, let me pull out this other bag from Level 8. It's one of their all aluminum models. 1 second. All right, so that was the Voyager, which is certainly a cool name. This is the Gibraltar. What? Look how shiny she is, which is even cooler, I think. I have loved using this. I've never had a bag that is all metal. This is aircraft grade aluminum, they say. I don't know what makes something aircraft grade, but it does feel kind of like a, like a 1940s small airliner kind of feel. So it is cool, and man, is it gorgeous. Wow. I have really, this feels like a luxury item to me for sure. Now let's check out the wheels on this baby. You've got the same Level 8 logo and design on these wheels. You've got 1 grab handle on the side here with 2 locks. On top, you've got a nice grab handle right here and a regular size suitcase. Or regular size handle that'll fit all pass-throughs. They do have a version of this with the larger handle. It's called the Captain. This is called the Gibraltar. I love rocking a suitcase named Gibraltar. It's just pretty cool to me. You can see here, I've already scratched it up. So this is not going to be a pristine case that never scratches. I mean, you're gonna damage your suitcase if you're gonna use it. But I mentioned at the start of the review that I looked at bags and found, these, I'm going to butcher the name on this, Rimowa, who knows? Anyway, they're like $2,500, $4,000 suitcases. They're the ones that people put stickers all over. That's what I'm envisioning doing with this suitcase, is tossing stickers all over the side of it and having a heck of a lot of fun traveling with a metal suitcase that is light as heck. So let me pop this thing open, and it really is just as simple as I just did it, but you just press that. But this is lockable too, which is an extra layer of security if you need security. And then we'll open this puppy up. All right, and let me clip these back on here and show you what we've got going on. So in this bag, instead of the zippered main compartment that you zip all the way around, you've just got these two releases that hold everything in place. And, you know, which do you like better? Do you like something like this that just latches? Or do you like a zippered thing that zips all the way around and keeps everything tight? Because theoretically, you know, things could just slide past this little guard. This is for holding in like large sweaters and stuff. So we'll look at both sides. This is what I was talking about earlier with the other bag. Because this one has a normal pass-through, you end up with these ridges all the way down through it, which I didn't know I didn't like until I got this other bag. And now I know that there's other options in the universe besides having those ridges in your suitcase. These are both removable, by the way. You see snaps right here. This one has a pocket. This one does not. It's interesting. So as I used this bag, I found myself wistfully thinking about the Voyager because it had the two pockets here and it had the zip all the way around. So I actually prefer the interior organization on the Voyager to the interior organization on the Gibraltar. But this is the Gibraltar. And so, you know, I've been using this one. So I love the look and feel of this suitcase. Now, metal, as you may have heard, costs more than plastic. And so what are we talking about? We're talking about this one being a $450 suitcase and the other one being a $250 suitcase. The other one has better interior organization. Goodness, hold on one second. Meet me back at camera number 1. So, as I was saying, I like the interior organization better on the Voyager. But this obviously is a much better looking bag. So I think you're making a choice. You're making a choice between these two bags on dynamite interior organization. This one's, well, they feel exactly the same weight. This one feels roomier on the inside because of the handle. But I know the handle isn't for everybody. But I think I'm burying the lead here. The lead that I'm burying is that I found a really good, cheap roller bag that ultimately I think is going to last a long time and I really enjoyed using. And it is boop, boop, the Voyager from Level 8. Now, if money is no object, go crazy. This Gibraltar and the Captain, which is the one that has the, you know, the wider handle, gorgeous bags. I mean, gorgeous. But I don't think $450 really fits the brief, does it? For cheap bags, it's cheaper than $2,500 for sure, but it's not cheap per se. This bag is affordable. This bag is built like a tank, and this bag is really, really nice to use. And it comes in a really baller yellow colorway, which I think is really cool. So check out Level 8's page. The two things that I like about these bags, we'll treat them as a whole, is the build quality seems fantastic. Now, I have not traveled around the world with these bags yet. I will, but I've traveled around the US. I've had no issues with wobbly wheels. I've had no issues with loose parts. I've never had no issues with caught zippers, no issues with thread pops inside, no issues at all. At all. So build quality seems like it's really good for this price point. The second thing that I will share about these bags that I really enjoy is I really enjoy the minimalist design and feel. There's not a lot of craziness going on either bag. The Level 8 logos are simple. Even the small detail of the wheels, very simple. The bags themselves feel very understated and very modern in their aesthetic. Two things that I think could be different. Well, I talked about in the Gibraltar that I'd prefer the zipped organization panels like we have here on the Voyager. And I would have preferred a few more pockets. So that's for one thing that I think could be better about the Gibraltar bag. The second thing that I think could be better about these bags, and it is a dead simple one, is more colors. More colors. So it's a very curated collection of colors from Level 8. You can't do the whole spectrum of colors, but I think they might be missing a trick in terms of customization options. So this bag is pretty damn good, and this bag is going to be replacing my old beat up Kenneth Cole bag. But man, I wish I could have got it in like a burnt orange or in a hunter green. There's just a lot of different colors that I would prefer for my bags, and I prefer my bags to not look like everybody else's bags and not just be differentiated by, you know, a ribbon that I tie to it. Give me some color. I'm not scared of color. The world is not scared of color. All right. So honestly, I think I accomplished the brief, which was find a brand of luggage that is affordable and still high quality, something that is a joy to travel with and use. Level 8. Who knew? All right. So everybody, check out their site. If you're looking for a good new roller bag and carry on for your travels, maybe Level 8 is for you. I think if you're kind of graduated, as I finally did, where'd I put my bag? Beyond your first roller bag that you've hung on to forever, and you want to get kind of version 2.0 for yourself, something a little bit more modern, something a little bit nicer, then you go with this. This is, you know, you trade in your 1992 Honda Civic and you get yourself a Toyota RAV4. You didn't, you know, get yourself a BMW M Series, but you're very happy that you've upgraded and you feel the quality of life improvement on the road. I hope that makes sense. Everybody, thank you for watching as always. Really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the review. You'll have to let me know, do you want me in this space? Do you enjoy looking at luggage with me? I don't know. I love to travel. I'm usually on team travel backpack and one bag travel, but it's been fun to check out suitcases because I actually do use suitcases when I'm traveling for work rather than traveling for YouTube. So, do have some expertise in this space, but I'll love to hear from you in the comments. Do you enjoy looking at suitcases with me? Everybody, thanks again. Hope you've enjoyed getting a chance to check out these awesome suitcases from Level 8. Link in the video description, and I appreciate the support, everyone. We will see you next time. Bye for now.